wealth is what God spoke to you. Wealth is your vision. Wealth is who you are. Wealth is a mindset. Money is attracted to a wealthy mindset. Opportunities are attracted to a wealthy mindset. Money and houses and cars and businesses and opportunities is attracted to a wealthy mindset. But if you have a poor mindset or a poverty mindset, guess what's attracted to a poverty mindset? Trouble, bad people, bad things. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Amen.
So you first of all have to identify, I'm already wealthy.
Amen.
Listen, wealth doesn't come to us, it comes out of us.
Right.
So someone has to come to this young man and say, man, what is your vision? What is your purpose in life? What is your mindset? What are you thinking about? What do you think about? What makes you scared? Because those are clues to your wealthy place. Those are clues to where you should be in life. You know, for me, I started a ministry called Kings and Priests. That's why this was so important to me. When she guided my way. She called me about 20 times to say, you have to do this. And finally I said, what is it called? She said, Vanishing Kings. I said, why didn't you say that in the beginning? We have over 17,000 people in Kings and Priests where God has called me to raise up millionaires and billionaires in the body of Christ. And I'm an orphan boy from Detroit. Who am I to speak to millionaires and billionaires? Who am I to say anything? My own mama didn't want me. That's what's in my mindset. Where I was growing up in the 70s in Detroit, the average lifespan was 17 years old in my neighborhood. They were getting gunned down that fast. They were dying of diseases. They were getting involved in gangs. And so I had the only way for me to make it out. I went to the army. I had to do something different. I had to realize that just because I started here don't mean I have to stay here. Amen. I had to change my mindset. So it's our responsibility now, as those that are 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, to come to a young man and say, what is your business like this? And care about them. The second thing we need to do is surround ourselves with people on the same mission as you. Now, what has God called you to do? What do you believe your purpose is?
Put you on the spot.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a social media influencer.
A social media influencer. Now, by yourself, you can't do that by yourself. You need some help. The first thing you need to do is find somebody who understands business. Someone who's a duplicator. You know who else kind of had that same mindset? Steve Jobs. Mm-hmm. You know somebody else who had that mindset? Any creator, anyone who has innovative, anyone who is inventive, anyone who has an idea, that's wealth. You just described to me your wealthy place. Mm-hmm. Now you need to find somebody who's on the same mission as you. Because here's the very definition of poor. Think about the word poor. P-O-O-R. Passed over opportunities repeatedly. So now you're like the Steve Jobs here in St. Louis. You're already wealthy. You see, wealth doesn't come to you, it comes out of you. So the first thing you need to do is find someone who understands systems. Come on up here, sir. Come on up here. So he's the guy, he said, you know what? I don't know how to create anything, but I know about how to make a website. I know how to make a logo. And so now what you do, now, how can two walk together except they agree now? Mm-hmm. He said, I don't know anything about technology. I don't know anything about websites. All I want to do is just help people to grow their Instagram followers. And he said, well, I don't know anything about creating anything, but I know one thing. I know how to duplicate systems. You know who did this? Michael Dell. Michael Dell didn't create computers. Michael Dell didn't create the internet. What did he do? He said, I'm going to take a monitor here, I'm going to take a keyboard here, I'm going to take some wires here, and I'm going to put it all together, and I'm going to put my name on it. Dell Computers. Something that was already there, but someone had to have the vision for it. And then you can't just stop there, because now you need a star. You need someone that can go into the media, someone to go on CNN and Fox News, someone who can speak, someone who can say, you go into the media and say, this is what we're doing. Do I have any stars here? Come on up here, star. Yeah,
come on up here, star. You the star.
You need someone to take DJ's vision and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. Now we're working together now. You see, now he's not by himself, because by himself he's going to get in trouble. By himself, the devil talking to him, friends are talking to him, asking him to come out and do crazy stuff. But now he's got some accountability. Because every successful person has an accountability. I have a life board of directors that ask me questions like, where am I spending money? And what websites am I looking at? Am I thinking about sleeping with somebody's wife? Are you doing drugs? What are you doing when nobody else is around? Somebody has to hold me accountable, because you cannot be successful without accountability. And so now he's got a level of accountability now. But we can't stop there, because you need someone else to be about them Benjamins. Somebody on the team has to be about the money, doing it the right way. Listen, I'm an investment banker. So what I do, I only make money when I invest in the people who have their stuff together. Because by himself, you don't have it all together. But now he's got a company now. Now he's got value now. Now he can hire somebody now. Now he's got value in the community now. Now politicians and school teachers and kids are looking at what he's doing. Why? Because he's got movement now. He's no longer just a knucklehead. He's no longer just somebody who just grew up in a neighborhood and it didn't have any value. No, he's doing something now. So come on up here. Come on up here, Brian. Brian said, man, I'm the guy that's about the money. He said, sweet. I'm the guy that can talk to the banks. I understand the banking language. I understand what the banks need to hear. I understand about the purpose of having good credit. Okay, DJ, you have bad credit right now, but he's got the plan to pull your credit up to 850. Man, that is great. You said 850. I can buy some new Jordans. No, we're not going to use that to buy new Jordans. We're going to use that to buy our own office building.
There we go.
God.
There we go.
Now we got a team now.
Amen.
You see, now because he's all emotional, because the only thing he wants to do is just go on Instagram and just be famous. You know? All she wants to do is just talk in the media. All he wants to do is just build websites. All he wants to do is make money. But when everybody stays in their lane, now we can do something. Now you can come to a guy like me. Now you can get investments now. But if you're over here doing your thing by yourself, and you're over here doing things by yourself, you're jealous of him, and she's envious of it. She's a star. She's like, I don't need them anyway. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make money on my own. This is how we live. And guess what? He's by himself. But when a community comes together, come together, community. Come together. Everybody come together. Hey. And everybody take one step forward. 1, 2, 3, go. Look at this team right here. Let's give them a round of applause. So what you should be doing, what is this? Community development. Because if you're waiting for the government to come and rescue you, they're not coming. There's no Superman coming. Your answer is looking around. Turn your neighbor and say, hello, answer.
Hello, answer.
Turn the other side and say, I'm your solution.
I'm your solution.
That's where it is. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And here's the last one.